This is Ashley from Gnome Holler Yoga. Welcome. Thank you for being here. We're going to do a quick morning practice. You can do this in your bed if you wanted to. We're going to start by laying down. And we're going to close our eyes. If closing your eyes is going to make you go back to sleep, maybe you leave them open. So we're going to just start by feeling ourselves connecting to the floor, the bed, the mat underneath us. And feeling the energy ground down through the floor, into the earth, feeling connected. Staying here for a few moments. And then noticing our breath. Starting to breathe a little deeper. Closing the mouth and breathing through the nose if possible. You can open your eyes if you'd like, or you can leave them closed for a little bit longer. We're going to place one hand on the upper chest, one hand on the side of the rib cage. And we're going to breathe in to the heart, to the rib cage, and breathe out. And doing that again, breathing into the heart and the rib cage, feeling your rib cage expanding right and left. And then take the hand from the heart and put it on your belly. And the next inhale, we breathe into the heart, to the rib cage, and into the belly. Maybe feeling your belly rise on the inhale and fall on the exhale. Good. We'll come back to our body's natural breathing. And if your eyes were still closed, let's open them up. So we're going to start with our knees into our chest. We're going to give our legs a little hug. As we hug the legs, feel the back grounding into the floor. Relaxing the shoulders, gazing up at the ceiling. And we're going to start moving by rocking the legs a little bit side to side, right and left. And this can be a very small movement. Or you can let the movement grow so you're almost rocking all the way across the body from one side to the other. And when you're ready to come to stillness, we'll come back to stillness. And we'll start with our arms. We're going to stretch our arms out long. You can put the feet back on the floor. The legs can also be straight. Stretching the arms to the right and to the left. The palms can be on the mat, the floor. And we're going to flip the palms up so they're facing the ceiling. We're going to bend the elbows so that we come into a cactus shape on either side of the body, or you can also think of it as a goalpost shape. And if the hands are not touching the mat, that's okay. We're going to take the right arm across the body and reach it for the rib cage. We're going to take the left arm across over top so that you're giving yourself a little gentle hug, and we're reaching the fingertips around the back. Squeezing across the heart. We'll open the arms out wide. The arms can be straight or they can come back to cactus arms. And we'll take the left arm across first and the right arm over top. So it should be the other arm on top. And we're reaching around and trying to give ourselves a little gentle hug, reaching across the heart or the chest. And no worries if the hands don't come even close to the back. Depends on how our flexibility is and how we're built. And when you're ready, we'll open the arms straight this time. And then we'll take a moment to reach the arms overhead. Again, if they don't rest on the mat, that's okay. And we'll straighten the legs. And we'll wiggle. And then we'll come back, bending the knees, bringing the hands onto your knees, and drawing the feet off the floor so that the legs are kind of parallel to the mat. And we're going to do little circles of the knees, moving the knees together so they're both going in one direction. The legs can be touching or not, depending on you. So just warming up the hips, feeling how our hips are feeling today. Notice which direction you're going and go the other direction. Nice. And then we'll pull the knees back into the chest for a gentle hug. We're going to take our arms out to the side. We're going to let our legs come over to the left. Drop the right shoulder down. If the legs don't touch, if they're up in space, that's okay. Just soften to wherever it is you are, and we're going to look at the ceiling. Lifting the legs back up, hug them in for a moment, and then bring the arms back out wide and let the legs go over to the right. And again, if they don't touch the floor, that's okay. We're just adding, this is just a gentle twist. We can look up at the ceiling. Drawing them back in, placing them on the floor. We're going to take the right knee in, take hold of the ankle, place it on your left thigh. Take your right hand and push it on the inside of the right thigh so that you're feeling a nice little hip stretch, flexing that right foot. We're going to keep our left foot on the floor, and we're going to rock the legs side to side, only if that feels nice. If it feels like it's too much, we stay still. If it feels good, we can make this movement grow larger. When you're ready to come back to stillness, we'll switch legs. So we're going to put the right foot on the floor, lift the left foot up, place the left ankle on the right thigh, take the left hand to the inside of the left leg and press that leg open and away from you, making sure that the left foot is flexed, right foot is grounded. And then you can add that movement only if it feels good today. And when you're ready for stillness, coming back to stillness, taking the left foot off the floor, lifting the hips up, tucking them under. Okay, we're going to do a little bit more movement for the legs. So we're going to draw the right knee in. The left leg can be bent or the left leg can straighten out depending on what feels best for you. We're going to bring our hands onto the right shin or the back of the right thigh, and we're going to point and flex the right foot. Then we're going to roll out the right ankle and roll it out the other direction. If you're feeling some creaking or popping, that's okay. If you feel pain, go ahead and stop. We never want to feel pain in yoga. And then you can just give your leg or your foot a little shake. And then take a moment to stretch the toes out wide and maybe just wiggle the toes. And then place the right foot on the floor, tuck the left knee into the chest, and point and flex. And then roll out the ankle, rolling it out in the other direction. Maybe giving the foot a little shake, a little wiggle, and wiggle the toes, spread them out wide. Nice. All right. And we're going to put both feet on the floor. We're going to lay our hands next to us, and we're going to do a little hip bridging. So for bridges, we want to keep our gaze up at the ceiling. We try not to turn our neck. We want to think about the back of the shoulders grounding into the floor, and the hands are right next to us, next to the hips, palms down. We're going to press into the back of the shoulders. You may notice that as you press into the back of the shoulders, your heart lifts up a little bit. And then we're going to lift and lower the hips. As you lift the hips up, think about tucking the tailbone under, lifting the top part of your hips towards the ceiling. As you lower down, think about starting from the upper back and traveling down until the tailbone rests. But let's just lightly touch the floor. And after you do that a couple times, if you want, you can keep the hips up and ground the feet into the floor. And press across the heart, opening the front body. And then releasing yourself down onto the mat. And taking one more stretch, arms overhead, legs long. Maybe holding one wrist with the opposite hand, stretching that arm long and then switching. And then rolling over and coming up when you're ready. Thank you for being here for this quick morning stretch. Hope you enjoyed it.